morning, everybody. Ma Terry here, along with her adorable co-star, Miss Shelby. Say good morning to everybody, Shelby. Oh my gosh. Yeah, she's about ready for another nap. Is she not gorgeous? Someone asked me, what is she? She is a Havanese. Now let me get you the other puppy, the incredible Miss Lucy, who's running away. Ready, Miss Lucy? You want to say good morning to everybody, right? Good morning, everybody. Who do we have here? We have Miss Lucy. You want to go outside and play with Miss Shelby? It's about that time, isn't it? Oh my gosh, she's like, put me down, Mom, put me down. All right, there we go. All right, welcome to the first edition of Stealth Camping Sunday. What does Stealth Camping Sunday mean? Well, my playlists have now changed. We have Make Money on Monday. We have We Eat and Cook on Wednesday. I have different ones for different days of the week. And today, this is all I talk about is stealth camping. So it's how to prepare for stealth camping. We look at different stealth campers. We look at techniques of stealth camping, great places to stealth camp at. Stealth camping, stealth camping, stealth camping. Why? Because I love it. Because that's one thing Minivan Lee and I talk about. We have a lot in common. We are city gals. You know, some people love going out on BLM property, and I do too. I love being out in nature, just like everybody else. But I also like being in the cities. I like going to art museums and the beach and a lot of other nifty places, restaurants. I love shopping. Yeah, we call it retail therapy. Anyhow, so one thing that comes across my desk a lot is people are scared to stealth camp, and I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. That knock on the door is pretty intimidating. Nobody wants to get that knock on the door, right? Let me see if I can adjust this a little bit. I blame Shelby for this. Nobody wants to get the knock on the door. So how do you avoid the knock on the door? All right. So I do a lot of things. Now, some of this I've talked about before, and I have some new stuff that I wanted to add to it. How do you calm your nerves was the question. In fact, they wrote me, it says, Dear Krabby. They call me Krabby before I have my coffee. I don't have coffee this morning. Oh my gosh, something's wrong with me. Anyhow, basically, I get a lot of email that says, I'm terrified of stealth camping. I'm terrified of the knock on the door. What should I do? How should I approach it? All right. So I was nervous the first year. In fact, I was so nervous, I emailed, I think his blog post was Too Simplify, and I drug him to a coffee shop and made him tell me all the secrets. And basically, the secret to stealth camping is practice, practice, practice. Now then, what did I do to practice, practice, practice? When I made my mind up and I started building out my stealth camper, which was my Prius way back in the day, I had a lot of help. Sue Ann online, she helped me out a lot. But basically, what it is I had an apartment and I had a parking space. And at nighttime, when everybody was asleep, I would come out and stealth camp in my Prius, once it was set up. And don't worry, we're going to talk about how to set up the perfect stealth camper. Not today. I'm just trying to allay your nerves. And then what did I do next? After a couple of weeks of doing this, then I moved my Prius out onto the street right around my apartments. Why did I do this? Well, because if I got a knock on the door, I had ready stories to tell the police. This is how terrified I was, and what was my ready story? And it would have been a true ready story. My next door neighbors were fighting and everything, and it was escalating, and I couldn't get any sleep. So I just came out to my car to sleep. That's all I was doing. It was harmless, officer. It really was. So that was step number 2. Then I decided, Redlands is here, Loma Linda is here. Why don't we try it at a different apartment complex? So as I did this around Redlands, around the Loma Linda area, I was not really comfortable. There were bugs that needed shaken out of it. I have what am I going to say? I have at nighttime, I do nibble a little before I go to bed. And yes, I floss my teeth too. But I learned how to keep my munchies in non-noisy things. So we'll talk about all that in techniques. But all right, so I was practicing at apartment buildings, and it's like, what else can I do to where can I go and camp to where it's okay to camp? And for me, one of the nice things was I could come down here to Camp Pendleton on the Marine Corps base, and I'd come down for about 4 or 5 days a week. And back then it was like $10 a night. And basically, whatever was annoying me, the next day I would make a change and make a change. If I didn't like sleeping on my yoga mats in the BX, they had an air mattress, and if I didn't like it, I could simply return it. Maybe my blanket wasn't working out for me, maybe a 0-degree camping bag. So I kept doing that. And also, what I was learning is how to cook with my butane stove. I would cook there right on the lake. It was amazing. So I was working out the bugs in a very safe environment. And safe, I mean, okay. When I started this, I was terrified of my butane stove. And I was so afraid to go to a city park with my little butane stove, go to a pavilion and just light it up. Oh my gosh. I don't know what was terrifying me so bad, but the whole thing was a terrifying experience. I think I thought if people saw me come out of my car with a butane stove to cook a meal, they're going to know I'm homeless and I'm living in my car, which they would have been correct. So what's the end of the world? What are they going to do? Call the cops? Hey, this woman's cooking here, near the barbecue grills. Yeah, I think she's homeless. And it's like, big deal. That's another thing is I got over, I don't call myself homeless. I am houseless. I got over that label. It's just a label. I consider myself a free person. So anyhow, that's what I did was I got really good at camping. I got really good at cooking in my vehicle and cooking out of my vehicle. I got comfortable in my own skin by just the repetition and the practice, practice, practice. All right. Now I will give you, I tell everybody, especially when I travel, and I travel at all these stealth camping spots. When Walmart says no overnight camping, I'm there. If I don't, or if I go to Walmart and I feel like it's icky, first thing I do is I Google in Panera Breads or Barnes and Noble. They never put Panera Breads in a bad neighborhood. So usually I'll go to Panera Breads and I'll just drive around. But anyhow, that's what I do for my nerves. It took about a year, being totally honest with you. Oh, the other thing that's important with your nerves. Okay. I couldn't park my bubble top van for anything. Remember, back in 2012, I started with a bubble top van. My friend put curb feelers on my wheels for me, but okay, nothing. Oh, Lucy, you okay? Okay, she's just coughing. Nothing unsettles you more than you find a spot. And like I said, I started with a big bubble top van and then I had a 5-year break. But trying to park the van and then repark the van and repark the van and repark the van. It's like if you have to park your vehicle, parallel parking, I'm talking about 6, 7, 8 times, people are going to notice. Now, what happens when I get in a jam? Do I still get in a jam with my Toyota Sienna? Sometimes I do. Sometimes I think I got it, and I'm too far away from the car that I'm parking, and I'll pull in and I'm like, oh, I'm so far from the curb. I didn't do it the first time. If I don't do it the second time, then I just leave, or I'll circle around the block a few times. I'll come back in 10 minutes and hopefully that spot is still open. But if I goober it up that parking, no, I feel like there are too many eyes on me. So that's one really big tip is to practice your parallel parking. Anyhow, I hope this helped. I really do hope it helped. When you get really good at stealth camping, the whole United States, probably Canada, opens up to you. I've never stealth camped down in Mexico, but I've been to Canada a few times. I've been to Mexico a few times, but not with a vehicle. So I mean, the world or the USA becomes your oyster. That's why you want to practice this over and over again. You want to get good at it because nothing's better than going to Dollywood or Hershey Park or, any of these other wonderful places. And hotel rooms are $300 or $400 at night. And I can't afford that. honest with you, I can't afford it. That's why I got so good at stealth camping, and I hope you do, because once you do, and I'm not telling you to go here, but nothing's more fun than going to like Griffith Park, Griffith Observatory in LA. I wouldn't stealth camp around those. I would find a good stealth camping spot and do those during the day, but it is so freeing knowing that you don't have to pay for a hotel room that night. And your bed, it's all ready for you. So once you're done exploring all day, you have a nice safe place to hopefully you scouted out good. You found a nice safe place that you can camp overnight for free. Anyhow, any more questions about stealth camping, please write it in the comments below, and remember, I will see you down the road. Bye everybody.